much like with my Hades review last week where I claimed it was a perfect game, or as close to perfect as you can get, I'm making the same sweeping declaration about Dead Cells. Everything in and about Dead Cells just works, and works incredibly well. From its awesome visuals, tight, responsive and addictive gameplay, all the different movement options, the combat, the weapons, the unlockables, the rewards, the cosmetics, the just the daily challenges, the overall challenge within the game itself, the absolute ton of free DLC as well as the very cheaply priced paid DLC. Dead Cells has all the ingredients, the same as Hades, for a perfect game. But what is Dead Cells? Well, Dead Cells is a 2D side-scrolling roguelike action game in the similar vein to Metroid and Castlevania, or the Metroidvania sort of genre games, but instead of having a specific, standard map, it's randomly generated areas each time. The story, although minimal and told mainly through characters and points of interest that you find, follows a mute protagonist that you control as you wake up in a prison cell and then continually, and not always complete by the way, but try to escape and make your way through a variety of locations and bosses, all to reach the king all up high in his castle. However, once you die, you will respawn back in the prison cell once you came, and like the other roguelikes and Hades itself, repeat the process, all the while unlocking permanent weapons, items and features and cosmetics, costumes, etc. along the way. There are so many different enemy types to encounter, with all different attacks, movement patterns and elemental damage, not to mention there's also traps and like acid pools and that kind of stuff scattered about to also do you damage. Enemies drop blue orbs called cells that can be used to buy new items and gameplay parameters and unlock costumes and things called mutations, which can give you stat buffs and the whatnot, the usual stuff. You can also get money, and you can upgrade it to keep some money, so when you die you respawn with money, and then you can buy new weapons and costumes from different vendors as well, among many other things, of course. You can only have 3 mutations on you at any one time, which is cool, but they can be reset. So the 3 you choose initially, you can choose 1 a time. So in between each level, there will be like a little hub level where you can spend the cells that you've found and, just upgrade yourself, refill your little flask, similar to the Estus flask in the Dark Souls series. And then you can choose a mutation. Of course, once you've chosen all 3, if you want to swap them out, you can just reset them for a bit of gold. Of course, the on-hand weapons, items and cells that you collect through each level, like I just mentioned, will only stay with you as long as you're alive. If you die with 50 cells on you before you get to spend them at the next merchant, they will be gone. So all you can do is just bend over and take that one up the tailpipe. But it's a good learning experience. And it does add to the tension and the action, like with other roguelikes. Like Enter the Gungeon, Moonlighter, Hades and Sparklight. I do not mind whatsoever if I get killed, because every time I go out and do a run, I'm still accomplishing something and unlocking something, so I'm always progressing. And the gameplay loop is addictive and fun anyway, so I don't really mind. Each enemy, no matter how small, can deal you some evil damage and get in a cheap shot that would just annihilate you. All the different weapon types with different buffs, like causing bleeding, electric, fire, poison, etc., are just so fun to use and can be upgraded on your runs via scrolls that you find scattered throughout levels, allowing you to upgrade either your main, secondary or health once per scroll, or your red weapons, purple weapons or green weapons. And the different weapon types include a huge arsenal, from broadswords, short swords, dual daggers, massive hammers, bows, shields, singer daggers, excuse my English, throwing knives, ice grenades, fire grenades, little mini turrets, bear traps, an ice kamehameha, a purple ball of death, a beam of lightning. You can unlock scythes, spears. Just the list goes on and on. I'm always finding things to unlock. The variation in the level layouts themselves, the level order, the enemy bosses, the upgrades, the loot chests with specific gear inside them, items, and just about everything in Dead Cells is staggeringly awesome. The love and dedication that the developers Motion Twin have put in, and are still putting into Dead Cells years after its release, has to be commended. And again, like with my review from Hades, I've only just scratched the surface of what Dead Cells has to offer. You'll just have to go out, pick it up for yourself. You will not be disappointed if you're into roguelikes and indie games. Dead Cells is obviously a 10 out of 10 from me. But thank you very much for watching this review, and I hope you check it out. Or if you've already checked it out, please let me know in the comments what you think about it. I'd love to talk to you. But thank you very much for watching, and until next time.